like you will be so much happier. Like literally the best days were those that, hello guys and welcome. So this is kind of a series where I just want to sit back and relax, just talk to you one-on-one. No fancy editing and all that. I just want you to get my experiences and get my advice, and you could take them or leave them. So why should you listen to me? My name is Oscar. I am 29 years old. I am a fitness coach, but also a athlete. So I have competed twice now. I competed on a national level, and then I continued on to the world championship in natural bodybuilding. So it's not that I have the biggest expertise of all, but I learned a lot of things, and I have so many friends who are coaches just like me and athletes, and we discuss this a lot. So I think I'll have some insights for you on like how you actually get through a prep and how you actually can become a success. Because the biggest thing about prep, it's not the physical, it's the mental. Because you're going to be hungry, you're going to be tired, you're going to hate your life, you're going to be drained, you want to feel like quitting. Everything is just gonna fall apart, and some way you will have to love it. So no matter what you do, these things will happen. So the only thing that is in your control is how you handle it. What do you do with all these feelings? Because feeling hungry, being tired, you can either decide that my life is terrible, I am hungry, I'm tired, there's still 6 weeks left, what do I do? You can also try and twist that in your head. Make it something positive. And trust me, all those athletes I have coached and I've talked to and I've known in person, those who get the best results are also those who enjoyed the journey the most. Because stressing mentally actually affects your physical body. So once you can decrease the stress, accepting your situation and being like, actually, being hungry already is not a bad thing. Being hungry, once you start associating that with getting shredded, showing results, like you're doing this to lose weight, to get shredded. And once you're shredded, you will be hungry. So if you feel hungry, associate that with having success, that you're doing the right thing, that you're actually progressing, that you're actually achieving what you want to achieve. And yes, you are going to have less energy. Yes, you are going to lose strength in the gym, and that is totally all right. But your goal right now, you build all the size. You cannot build more size, especially not as a natural. Your job right now is just to keep as much muscle as possible and just be in a good state of mind. So how you twist these things, it will actually do a big difference for your results in the end. Like, nobody wants to have a cruel leg day and then go on the Stairmasters for like an hour. Like, it sucks. But just flip it in your head. Like, this is something terrible. This is something that most people wouldn't do. This is something that most people would quit at. But you're doing it. Even on those days it sucked. See this as a reward. The reason I wanted to compete was not to step on stage and be like, oh, look at me, I am on stage. I just wanted the challenge. I could literally have stopped the day of the show, went home and be like, it was a success. I wanted to see if I had the mental and physical capabilities of actually becoming show lean, because I've heard that it's so tough, you're gonna be so hungry, so tired. I just wanted the challenge. Like, embrace the challenge. It's not about that one day on stage, because it will blink and it's gone. You have to understand that the journey towards the stage, you have to learn to enjoy that as well. Otherwise, it was gonna be a very long prep for you. So now that we talked about some of the mental things that you can do to enjoy prep more, let's talk about some physical things, because yes, some days are gonna suck and you'll just have to like suck it up. So here are some practical tips on how you actually get through those days. So, carbonated drinks. I drank so much Pepsi Max that you wouldn't believe it. Like, I literally never drank any like carbonated drinks before starting this prep. And once I was like 12 weeks out, suddenly I was like, where are all these Pepsi cans from? It just helps because it's taste, it's 0 calorie, it's not gonna ruin you. Like, please, it's not gonna do anything. it will actually just give you some enjoyment, because it's gonna fill you up. The carbonation will actually feel nice in your body. It will fill you up. It's some taste. Like, just do it. Like, I don't care about health and gut health. Like, just drink it. Something else. Understand when to eat. So I had like 6 meals in a day, and of course most people be like, oh, you have to spread it out with 2 hours in between. But I realized that I cannot train when I'm hungry. I need energy to train. Otherwise, like, I don't care if it's early in the morning, late at night. I don't need that much food in my system to work. I can be kind of fine being hungry, being tired. But once I am working out, once I'm doing the cardio, I need my energy. So what I did was I pushed the first meal as far as possible. So I would eat that around 10, and then I would eat again at 12. Then I will also get my third meal in like at 1 or 1:30, because I needed to like put as much food together, because at the end of the prep, those meals are gonna be tiny, and you're gonna be like, I didn't eat. Like, where's my food? Like, what is this it? But once I sometimes I would even take that meal 2 and 3 and just put them together and just eat it at the same time, and then go straight to the gym. Because then I actually had a feeling of being just a little bit satiated. And then I had a decent workout. And because I pushed the first meal, I actually had like a few hours in the middle of the day where I was like, I'm actually not that hungry and I can actually train. Because once you're training, once you're doing the cardio, that's not where you're actually hungry. You don't really think about it, you don't really feel it, you're just trying to get the most out of it. And then later in the day, I will try and space out my meals again, because I don't really care about being hungry when I don't have to like physically perform. So that's a tip that you can think about. Just at least try it out and see if it affects your day. Some people are terrible at falling asleep at night when they're hungry. I didn't feel that much. Like, I could go to sleep like starving, and I will wake up the next morning and be like, oh, I actually feel better now. So if you're having a difficult time sleeping, if you're very hungry, maybe you should try train later in the day so you can push your meals together around the workout and then go straight to bed once you get home. I like working out in the middle of the day mostly because I had the time to do it, and the gym wasn't as busy, because you don't want to stand around waiting for a machine once you are on prep. Like, you just don't want to do it. Something else. You're going to be tired, you're going to be hungry, you have all these things that you're gonna experience no matter what you do. At least don't be dehydrated. Like, just drink, like, of course you can have the carbonated sodas and all that, but just drink a lot of water. Because if your meals are tiny, it's not gonna fill you up the same as when you were in off season. But if you drink a lot of water with your meals, it's actually gonna fill out your stomach, and that will send some signals to the brain that you are full. So even though you didn't eat that much food, you will actually get a sense of satiety for the stomach actually being filled out. So just like, there's 0 calories in this shit, just do it. You will feel better, it's healthy, you will feel less hungry. It's a brain, like, just drink more water. Supplements. So I know a lot of people like supplements are expensive, they're not that important, but once you decrease your calories over time, you also decrease the amount of vitamins and minerals and salts and all that you'll actually get into your system. So something I did, I was like, I am not leaving anything to chance, I'm just gonna like stock up on everything. So I got like a powerful multivitamin that has like a lot of everything, and then I took extra vitamin D and magnesium, which is very good, especially if you have a difficult sleeping. It will help you fall asleep way faster. And also a lot of vitamin C. I actually took like a very high dose of vitamin C and vitamin D, because it's one of those things, it's not really gonna damage you if you take a lot of it. You'll just piss it out if you don't need it. But there are some studies that will show that you will actually decrease inflammation, you'll be more relaxed, your body is gonna feel better and all that stuff. And all those small things, like everything else around on prep is so stressing and tiring, and you don't want to deal with it. So if I could at least just take off 5 or 10% of that, like, that's a big win for me. So if you have the needs for that, I would highly advise you to just buy everything, just take it every day. Don't make this up to random chance. Like, do all in your power, because on stage day, you want to feel proud of your progress. You know, you want to stand there feeling like, no matter if you're first or last, whatever, you just want to feel that you did whatever you needed to be successful. Like, the worst thing you can do is knowing that you didn't do your best and then being disappointed of your placement, then that's gonna suck. But if you knew deep in your heart that you probably did everything that you could, then you're actually gonna be proud and accept the results way better. So a lot of people, once they're on prep, you'll also have like this amount of steps that you have daily. This is part of your need. It's a good way to burn calories without having to do like active cardio. Do that as early as possible in the day. I usually had like 10,000 steps that I have to do outside of my cardio, outside of my workout, all that stuff. And the worst days was those that was like, oh, I need to go to bed in like half an hour, but I still need like 3,000 steps, and I have to like get out in the cold and the rain and do all, like, just get them done early in the day. Like, you will be so much happier. Like, literally the best days were those that I got most of my steps done at work or throughout my day doing tasks, and then I only had like a little bit left after dinner, and it was a good way to just calm myself down before bed. And I think like you stressing over your steps is just gonna lead to a disaster. So just get your steps in as fast as possible whenever you can. So those were some of my tips for how you survive a prep. It is an amazing thing to go through, but it's very tough, but that is the reward in itself. You being able to handle it is like a personal test, and you're going to be proud of yourself. And trust me, a lot of people around you are going to be like pretty in awe of you actually achieving this. They might not tell you, they might not say it, but people really respect those who just go through difficult things even though they didn't have to, because it is a privilege to be able to starve yourself for no reason. But you doing it even though you didn't have to, that is part of the achievement in itself. So enjoy the journey. Like, try and enjoy being hungry, being tired. Like, it is just what is gonna be the big reward at the end, that you went through this. And trust me, it will help your confidence a lot. It will help your personality a lot. You will just view yourself in a different light, and trust me, that is invaluable. Experiences like these are so amazing, and it's so addicting. That is why so many people, they go on another prep and another prep and another prep, because you'll just kind of get addicted to that feeling of doing difficult things and achieving them, and just seeing yourself grow as a human. And I think that is the biggest reward you can get. No trophies or medals will give you that feeling. Let me know if there's anything I can do in the comments below, and I'll cover it. Thank you so much for watching.